Well, Bruce Willis dropped in the other day.
And now Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
Oh, no. You are so cool, you know, you are really cool.
For decades, Bruce Willis has been one of the most recognizable faces in Hollywood. From his breakout role in Moonlighting to the action-packed Die Hard franchise, his name became synonymous with strength, resilience, and wit. Fans around the world admired not only his iconic performances, but also his ability to reinvent himself time and time again, proving that he wasn't just an action star. He was a true actor with range and heart. But behind the lights, the premieres, and the larger-than-life roles, a different story has been unfolding. A story that now, at this stage in his life, is nothing short of heartbreaking. In recent years, Bruce Willis has faced a series of personal and health battles that have left his fans shocked, saddened, and deeply concerned. The once unstoppable hero of the silver screen has been forced to confront challenges no script could prepare him for. The news surrounding Bruce has shaken Hollywood to its core, forcing colleagues, friends, and loved ones to step forward and offer their support in ways the world has rarely seen. What he is going through now is a stark reminder that even the strongest heroes we see on screen are, in the end, human, vulnerable to the same struggles as anyone else. This is the story of Bruce Willis's journey through triumph and tragedy, the truth about his most difficult battles, and why the latest news has left fans heartbroken. Before the heartbreaking headlines that now surround Bruce Willis, his story began with the kind of success most actors only dream of. Born in Germany in 1955 and raised in New Jersey, Bruce's early life was far removed from the glitter of Hollywood. He was the son of a mechanic and a homemaker, raised in a working-class household where nothing was handed to him. From the beginning, Bruce showed resilience, a trait that would define both his career and his personal battles later in life. Acting wasn't his first calling. Bruce struggled with a stutter as a child, something that might have kept him from ever stepping onto a stage. But when he discovered theater in high school, something extraordinary happened. The stutter disappeared when he performed. Acting became more than a hobby. It became therapy, a way to find his voice and express himself without fear. After attending Montclair State University, he decided to pursue acting seriously, eventually moving to New York City to chase his dreams. Like many aspiring actors, Bruce faced rejection after rejection. He worked odd jobs, bartending, waiting tables, anything to keep the bills paid. But his charisma couldn't stay hidden forever. In 1985, everything changed when he landed the role of David Addison in the television series Moonlighting. The show, known for its witty banter and romantic tension, made him a household name almost overnight. Audiences were captivated by his humor, charm, and undeniable screen presence. But Bruce didn't want to be typecast as just a TV star. He took a leap into film, a move that was risky at the time. Then came 1988's Die Hard. As John McClane, the wisecracking everyman hero trapped in Nakatomi Plaza, Bruce Willis redefined the action genre. Unlike the muscle-bound heroes of the era, he was relatable, vulnerable, flawed, yet undeniably tough. Die Hard catapulted him into superstardom, and suddenly, Bruce Willis was no longer just an actor. He was a global icon. The 1990s cemented his reputation. From blockbusters like Die Hard 2 and Armageddon to critically acclaimed performances in Pulp Fiction and The Sixth Sense, Bruce proved his versatility. He wasn't just an action hero. He was an actor with depth, capable of bringing heart and humanity to every role. His career seemed unstoppable, and fans adored him for his mix of toughness and vulnerability. Off-screen, Bruce's personal life often made headlines. His marriage to actress Demi Moore became one of Hollywood's most talked-about unions. Together, they had 3 daughters, and even after their eventual divorce, maintained a remarkably close relationship that inspired respect both inside and outside of Hollywood. Their ability to co-parent peacefully stood in stark contrast to the usual tabloid drama that plagued celebrity couples. Through it all, Bruce developed a reputation as a hard-working, grounded individual who never lost sight of where he came from. Despite his fame, he often described himself as a blue-collar guy who just happened to make it big in Hollywood. That humility, paired with his undeniable talent, made him not only a star, but also one of the most beloved figures in the entertainment industry. But as the years passed, the unstoppable hero began to face challenges far beyond the roles he played on screen. The man who once embodied strength and resilience would soon encounter battles no blockbuster could prepare him for, battles that would eventually lead to the heartbreaking news the world knows today. While the headlines about Bruce Willis's health began making their rounds across the globe, what many didn't immediately see was the heavy toll it took on those closest to him. Behind the public statements, polished photos, and controlled appearances, there was a family grappling with a truth they could neither change nor escape. Bruce has always been a family man. His blended family, with ex-wife Demi Moore and his current wife, Emma Hemming Willis, had long been admired for their unity and warmth. Unlike many Hollywood households, theirs was built on genuine respect and affection. But when Bruce's cognitive struggles became too undeniable to hide, it forced every member of his family into a new, uncharted reality. Emma, his devoted wife, quietly became his fiercest advocate. Suddenly, the glamorous Hollywood lifestyle of red carpets and social gatherings faded into the background. Her days became filled with doctor's visits, endless research, and the constant worry of watching the man she loves slip further away. She has spoken, with unshakable honesty, about how caregiving is both a privilege and an exhausting burden. In moments of rare vulnerability, she's admitted that while she tries to stay strong for Bruce, she often feels the crushing weight of helplessness. Meanwhile, Bruce's daughters, both from his marriage to Demi and his marriage to Emma, have faced the heartbreaking reality of watching their father, once larger than life, struggle with things as simple as recalling words or following conversations. For Rumor, Scout, and Tallulah, who grew up watching their father play invincible heroes on screen, it has been especially painful to accept that their real-life hero is now vulnerable in ways they could never have imagined. Even Demi, though divorced from Bruce for decades, has remained an unwavering part of his support system. Friends close to the family have said she spends extended time with him, offering comfort and stability not only for Bruce, but for the entire family. Their unusual but powerful bond has given Bruce a circle of love few others in Hollywood could replicate. Yet even with this closeness, the family has admitted that there are days filled with grief. Each small decline, a forgotten memory, a missed name, or a distant stare, feels like another goodbye. It is a slow and painful erosion of the man they once knew, and despite their combined strength, they are not immune to the heartbreak. The Willis family has also had to navigate the balance between privacy and public life. With millions of fans desperate for updates, they've tried to share enough to keep the world informed without exposing Bruce's most vulnerable moments. Their transparency has earned admiration, but it has also exposed them to the scrutiny of a public that sometimes forgets these are real people facing real pain. Still, through it all, one truth stands above the sorrow. Bruce is surrounded by love. His family continues to celebrate the small victories, the rare spark in his eyes, the moments of recognition, the shared laughter that somehow manages to break through the clouds. In their unity, they've found a way to keep his spirit alive, even as the illness works to silence the man they cherish. In many ways, Bruce's family is carrying his legacy forward. By showing the world what unwavering devotion looks like in the face of tragedy, they remind us all that even when words fade and memories slip away, love remains. For decades, Bruce Willis stood as a symbol of strength, charisma, and unshakable confidence. From his breakout role on Moonlighting to his career-defining performance in Die Hard, he built a legacy as Hollywood's go-to action hero. But behind the explosive stunts, witty one-liners, and undeniable star power, there was always a man who valued simplicity far more than celebrity. Colleagues often describe Bruce as someone who never fully bought into the Hollywood game. Despite his fame, he was approachable, funny, and often happiest when away from the cameras. Friends have shared stories of his love for music, late-night jam sessions, and his deep appreciation for the quiet moments of life, things that often go unnoticed when the world only sees you as a larger-than-life figure. This contrast between the Hollywood icon and the private man has become especially poignant in light of his health struggles. For many who know him personally, the decline is not just about watching a star dim. It is about losing the man whose presence lit up every room he entered. His humor, once quick and sharp, is now fading. The effortless charm that made him so beloved is now hidden behind the fog of illness. Former co-stars have spoken with emotion about their experiences with Bruce. Actors who once shared sets filled with explosions and high stakes remember him not just for his talent, but for his generosity. He was known to support younger actors, offering advice without ego and making even the most intense filming days feel like a shared adventure. His humanity extended far beyond the screen, but perhaps the most telling aspect of Bruce's true character is how he approached fatherhood. Despite a demanding career, he was present in his children's lives. Whether it was attending school plays, cheering from the sidelines, or simply being there for late-night conversations, he never let Hollywood overshadow his role as a dad. His daughters often recall how he encouraged them to follow their passions, reminding them that life's greatest value comes not from fame or money, but from authenticity and love. Now, as the illness reshapes his life, these memories have become treasures for his family and friends. They hold on tightly to the man he has always been, even as his ability to express himself slips further away. Every story told, every laugh remembered, and every photograph shared is an act of preserving Bruce's essence, the man behind the legend. For fans, this has been a sobering reminder that heroes, no matter how invincible they appear on screen, are still human. The rugged cop who walked barefoot across broken glass, the soldier who fought impossible battles, the detective who outwitted villains, all of those characters were born from Bruce's unique spark. But the real hero was never the character. It was always the man himself, the one who carried himself with humility, humor, and an unwavering love for his family. As the heartbreaking news of his health continues to unfold, fans and loved ones alike are uniting in celebration of this side of Bruce. The man who taught us that true strength doesn't always come from muscles or bravery, but from kindness, connection, and the courage to be real. As Bruce Willis faces the greatest challenge of his life, the world is reminded that his story is not defined solely by his illness. It is shaped by decades of groundbreaking work, unforgettable performances, and the countless lives he touched both on and off the screen. Though the heartbreaking news of his health has left fans around the globe grieving, it has also sparked a powerful reflection on what it truly means to leave a legacy. For millions, Bruce will forever be John McClane, the unlikely hero who turned vulnerability into strength and changed the action film genre forever. But beyond Die Hard, his career was filled with variety and risk. From comedies and dramas to indie projects and voice work, he refused to be boxed in. His performances carried a rawness that connected him with audiences in ways few actors could replicate. Even now, fans revisit his films not just to relive the action, but to remember the humanity he brought to every role. Yet Bruce's legacy is not confined to Hollywood. To his family, friends, and those who knew him best, his true greatness was always in his character. He was a loyal friend, a devoted father, and a man who valued laughter above all else. The stories shared by those close to him paint a picture of someone who never let fame distance him from the people and values that mattered most. In many ways, his illness has brought the world closer to this truth. While it is heartbreaking to see him in such a vulnerable state, the outpouring of love from fans has been a testament to how deeply he is cherished. Tributes continue to pour in, letters, messages, and even candlelight vigils held by fans who grew up watching him on screen. Each expression of love is a reminder that Bruce is more than an actor. He is a cultural touchstone, a figure whose impact spans generations. For his family, this chapter of life is about embracing every moment they still have with him. His wife, Emma, has often spoken about the importance of finding joy, even in small things. Whether it's a walk outside, a shared smile, or quiet time together, these moments have become more meaningful than ever. His daughters, too, have found strength in cherishing the present, holding on to their father not as a fading star, but as the man who has always been their anchor. What makes Bruce's journey resonate so deeply with the world is its universality. Though he is a Hollywood legend, his battle is something that touches countless families across the globe. Dementia, cognitive decline, and similar illnesses strip away pieces of loved ones in ways that feel unbearable. Bruce's story has shined a spotlight on this painful reality, giving voice to millions who walk the same difficult path. But even as the illness progresses, one thing is certain: Bruce Willis's light will not be extinguished. His films will continue to inspire, his family will continue to celebrate him, and his fans will never stop remembering the joy he brought into their lives. Though the news of his health is heartbreaking, it also reveals a deeper truth: that legacies built on love, laughter, and authenticity are eternal. In the end, Bruce Willis's story is not one of tragedy alone. It is one of triumph, resilience, and the unshakable power of human connection. He may be facing his hardest fight, but his spirit remains undefeated. And for generations to come, the world will continue to say with love and gratitude, Bruce Willis was, and always will be, a hero.